Do you think you can make it?
We're Natalie and Larry. When we're not working in show business, you can find us checking out the latest restaurants, hotels, and even some photography tips and tricks. So follow along as we take you there and back. Today we're visiting the Ringling Museum and Katazan, the house of John and Mable Ringling.
So if you pay $10 extra, you can go into the mansion, which we obviously wanted to check out the mansion. So we are doing, this is the Visitors Pavilion, and we're in the Glass Pavilion right now.
Upon walking into the Visitor Center, there is a small exhibit to the right. In here, you can find a variety of glass art, and this exhibit will periodically rotate.
I don't know if I could wear that dress, it's a little heavy.
The grounds are so lush and blooming with different plants and flowers. You will see many statues as you walk through the garden paths.
Ready to go to the circus?
Step right up. We are heading into the circus tent. As a child, I remember seeing some of these characters at the circus. Well, maybe not every character.
This shows a life of a typical circus day.
There's a 3,800 square foot model walkthrough replica of the American tented circus in its golden age. The circus traveled with over 1,300 workers and performers and 800 animals.
This is miniature. Can you imagine the scale of this thing?
Yes, exactly. Like, look how big this circus and employed that many people. This employed that many people. And the circus, like all these animals, 800 animals. There's like a medical department. So if you needed first aid.
I think it's really cool that like this hallway is made out of like a circus tent. Like you're actually
like in a tent.
in a tent.
Under a tent.
And they have these speakers that are putting in ambient sound of what it would sound like in the day.
Now we're headed to the big top. With 3 action-packed rings and a 2.5-hour show, it included more than 800 artists. What was your favorite part about going to the circus? Comment below. You have to put money in to get money out, and both Barnum and Bailey and Ringling Brothers invested in their advertisements. For weeks, newspapers and posters would be displayed all over town that the circus was coming to town. Did you know they even had a clown college? Now let's test our own clown and acrobatic skills and see if we make the cut.
Do you think you can make it?
Larry did so good walking the wire. I tried my best, thinking my dancer skills might help, but come on, I was in wedges. Everything from the costuming, specialty acts, animals, and more, the Ringling Brothers had a gold mine. While it's not quite known how John and Mable met, some speculate she was a dancer in the circus. John and Mable traveled frequently, not only for John's work, but also for pleasure. They purchased this railroad car for their house on wheels. An observation room, 3 bedrooms, dining room, kitchen, and bathroom? Yeah, I could live here.
So what do you think? Would you travel by train?
I I actually want to do one of those trains where you stay
Yeah.
like that. I thought that's kind of cool.
I would do it.
So what do you think? Would you travel by train?
Absolutely. I would try it.
Yeah, I want to
What
try
about
it too. I think it'd be really cool to like stay on one of those and like have a little back room and everything.
Let's do it.
Okay, next adventure.
Next one. If anyone wants to take us on a train ride, you can find us at There and Beck.
Now that we've talked a little bit about what they did for work, let's talk about what they did for pleasure. In 1911, John and Mabel purchased land and began spending winters in Sarasota, Florida. John became the 13th wealthiest man in America in 1925.
What is it?
I guess it's like the root. It's like Luke searching for water. It's growing from the top. And it'll look like that. I guess.
In 1926, they built their dream home, taking 2 years and $1.5 million to complete. Man, can you imagine how much that would be to build today? This is a self-guided tour with audio narration. Katazan is 36,000 square feet and has 50 to 60 rooms. Should I take the elevator or the marble staircase? I can't decide. Look at these chairs. Hey Larry, one for you, one for me, and one for Lupini. And now we enter the ballroom. Can you imagine having a grand ball here? Of course I would love to dance. Thank you.
You gonna dance?
That's some kind of grand hall, living room style.
I'll take my breakfast in the breakfast room.
If you know me, you know I love a good photo op. Unfortunately, the winds were picking up and we were about to have a downpour.
Oh, it's raining. And we have to get inside before it thunders and rains on us.
It's Florida.
It's about that time. It's like, what, 3 o'clock?
2:30. Yeah, so
It's rain time.
In 1931, a couple of years after Mabel passes away, John Ringling opens the Museum of Art. Hosting a collection of European paintings from the Middle Ages to the 19th century, John wanted to promote education and art appreciation. From circus to arts, the grounds of the Ringling Museum and Katazan are a must when visiting Sarasota, Florida. We couldn't get over all of the beauty. Thank you for following along with us, There and Beck.
So when I saw it as a kid, it was Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey. So that, and I got to go backstage and like actually see the elephants and everything. And I mean, obviously I know they don't use elephants and animals anymore in circus, but at the time it was a really cool thing to see, and all the acrobats and everything, just kind of like the backstage area.